writes to Election Commission of India over Nagaland BJP appointments federation. States forthcoming election would not come to fruition as highest post of law enforcing agency itself is compromised interstate. BJP has done nothing but has only spread hatred between communities. National Secretary for All India Congress Committee and in charge for Nagaland, Ranajit Mukherjee, in an exclusive conversation with Nltv says the Congress is the only alternative to BJP and TPP alliance in Nagaland. Former Chief Secretary of Nagaland, Banwa Z. Zamir, appointed as Lokayukta of Nagaland. Zamir's appointment to take effect from date of taking oath of office before Governor of Nagaland. Suhoi Thami Kifimi Kukakulu celebrates Golden Jubilee under the theme Breakthrough at Suhoi Baptist Church. Lok Sabha MP Tokhiwo Yepthomi graces as chief guest, while accountant of WSBAK Tokato K. Yeptho graces as speaker. Welcome to Nagaland TV. You're watching Nltv News now. I am Yashira and now the news in detail. The Nagaland Law Students Federation submitted a representation to the Chief Election Commissioner and Election Commission of India on Wednesday, where it stated that, among other things, the highest post of the law enforcing agency itself is compromised in the state, which would prevent a free and fair election to the 14th Nagaland Legislative Assembly in March 2023. Resident of NLSF T. Tohuka Achumi, along with General Secretary and Lemchi Mong, pointed out that the current Director General of Police of Nagaland was appointed in anomaly despite the presence of qualified IPF officers from Nagaland Kedar. The DGP, who was officially scheduled to retire on superannuation on August 31, 2022, has been extended for another 6 months, due to which the Federation brought the case before the Supreme Court of India, which then issued a number of rulings, including the latest on December 9, and directed the UPSC to make a conclusion by December 19, 2022 or earlier. Furthermore, the Federation remarked that a competent and qualified person from Nagaland Kedar should hold the post of DGP and ensure that free and fair election takes place in the state of Nagaland. Indian National Congress, the grand old party, has once again taken a dig at the BJP and its alliance parties by saying that BJP has done nothing but only spread hatred between communities. National Secretary for All India Congress Committee and in charge for Nagaland, Ranajit Mukherjee, in an exclusive conversation with Nltv, said that Congress is the only alternative to BJP and DPP alliance in Nagaland. The senior leader also blamed BJP for allegedly failing to resolve the boundary disputes among the northeastern states. Heaping praise on State President K. Therry, AICC Secretary went on to say that Therry is a perfect leader and one of the most experienced politicians when it comes to state politics. Optimistic about the party's chances in 2023, Mukherjee cited example of Congress's countrywide foot march, Bharat Jodo Yatra. Mukherjee said that the Yatra is an example of unity and integrity in that people have shown love and connection for Rahul Gandhi, and therefore Congress is hoping to see a positive outcome. It is to be mentioned that the Nagaland Pradesh Congress Committee earlier announced that it is willing to form a secular alliance with any like-minded parties like NPF or JDU in the upcoming elections.
Integration of Northeast in its development and you would see that it is during the Congress eras that many of the divisions that may have naturally been there have resolved themselves, and people are and the people of Northeast have integrated not only within themselves, within the Northeast, but also with India. And most of the development that you see in the Northeast is basically nothing other than Congress era. In fact, if you look around Nagaland today, I would say literally all the development, any development, anything, the hospitals, roads, whatever you talk about, it's all happened during the last year in Dr. Jamin's time. There's practically no development that you see under the current government today. What under the BJP NDPP government of today that Nagaland has, there is practically no developmental project that can be talked about. The current situation of the Congress is very positive. As you can see that we have had the Bharat Jodo Yatra that Mr. Rahul Gandhi has been leading, but has been working with 120 permanent yatris from Kanyakumari. As of today, they've entered Haryana. It's an unprecedented 105 days where millions of people in the states that he has crossed and from all the states that he has not gone, that it is not crossing, have participated in. In fact, from Nagaland, our Vice President, Mr. Supong Meren, and the Youth Congress President, Lima, went with me and we met Mr. Rahul Gandhi at Chittadurga district in Karnataka. And Mr. Supong Meren put on the owl jacket on Mr. Gandhi and he walked with the owl jacket, and that was a very proud moment for all of us. Even for states that he is not walking through, the people are excited. You will see, I'm sure you will have been receiving updates or small videos on your WhatsApp groups or your Facebook groups regarding Bharat Jodo Yatra. The people of the country, and I would say in the state also, have been yearning for a change. And the Bharat Jodo Yatra wants to bring people together, reunite a country that has been divided on many lines, and
Former Chief Secretary of Nagaland, Banwa Z. Zamir, has been appointed as the Lokayukta of Nagaland. A notification issued by the Department of Personal and Administrative Reforms on Tuesday stated that Zamir's appointment would take effect from the date of taking oath of office before the Governor of Nagaland and assuming charge of her office to exercise the powers conferred on and to perform the functions assigned to her under the Act. Suhoy Ghame Kifimi Kukhaklu on Wednesday celebrated its Golden Jubilee under the theme Breakthrough at Suhoy Baptist Church with MP Lok Sabha Tokhiho Yepthomi as the chief guest and accountant of WSBAK Tokato K. Yeptho as the speaker. While addressing the celebrations, Tokhiho encouraged the youths to work hard, while Speaker Tokato stated that as the Jubilee's theme speaks, everyone must bring change within themselves, both spiritually and physically, for good cause and have faith in God and themselves. Deputy Commissioner of Dimapur, Sachin Jaiswal, on Wednesday issued a notification calling for any claims for land or property damage compensation for the stretch of National Highway 29 falling within Dimapur district. In pursuance to the judgment order by the Guwahati High Court Kohima bench on November 29, the DC further stated that all claims must be submitted to the DC office within 45 days from the date of issue of the notice, excluding Christmas and New Year holidays. In a new development ahead of the upcoming state assembly elections, 9 members of the Nationalic Democratic Progressive Party of Zunheboto district resigned from the active and primary membership with immediate effect. Notably, the members took the decision due to practical inaccessibility of incumbent MLA and advisor to SE and SCERT for discussions in matter of party welfare and public interest. The Mokokchung District Art and Culture Council on Wednesday felicitated reigning Miss Nagaland second runners-up Jentiren Jamir at MDACC Vice President I. Temsu Jarmi's residence. While felicitating Jentiren, the Vice President of the MDACC congratulated the beauty queen and acknowledged her for bringing laurel and making Mokokchung proud. Notably, she was also presented with a certificate of acknowledgement and bouquet and a cake. Meanwhile, Jentiren Jamir thanked MDACC for giving her the consent to represent Mokokchung district in the Miss Nagaland Beauty Pageant 2022, while she also thanked the people of Mokokchung for all the support she received from them. The Governor of Nagaland has declared December 23 as a holiday for all banks and financial institutions. As per notification issued by the Home Department on Wednesday, the holiday has been declared under the Negotiable Instruments Act 1881. The Choklangang Students' Union celebrated its 50th anniversary on Wednesday, where Advisor H. Hying graced the event as special guest. Advisor Hying, while expressing his gratitude to the Students' Union, highlighted the quality and sincerity of the village people. The advisor also said that Choklangang is a blessed land while being a strategic point as it shares international border with Myanmar. Furthermore, the Deputy Commissioner of Noklag was present at the event, who called the village a gem hidden in the hills. The Noklag DC also congratulated the union for grand success of the program, while Extra Assistant Commissioner of the Circle, Senior Medical Officer along with Bharatiya Janata Party Mandal office bearers of the district were also present on the occasion. Over the conflict between the Southern Angami Public Organization and Mao Council and prohibiting the entry of Mao people in the Southern Angami area, the United Naga Council urged SAPO to reconsider their stance and revoke the ban. The council stated that the reoccurrence of the long-drawn land dispute between the SAPO and the Mao Council at regular intervals without a permanent solution has devastated the cordial relationship between the two organizations. The UNC pleaded for both organizations to abstain from using violence in order to bring peace and tranquility between the consanguine, while taking the aggravation of the current situation into account and perceiving the impending danger arising out of the prolonged struggle. As many as 7 school students were killed while 40 others were injured after a tragic bus accident took place in None district of Manipur on Wednesday. Reportedly, the students, teachers and school staff were on their way to Leymathok area for an annual study tour in 2 buses when the driver of one of the buses carrying girl students lost control over the vehicle at a sharp turn in between Jojangtek and Tubul and overturned. 5 students died on the spot while others succumbed to death while being treated at Bishnupur District Hospital. Over the incident, an ex gratia of Rs 2 lakhs from Prime Minister's National Relief Fund will be provided to the next of kin of the each deceased in the bus accident, while the insured would be given 50,000. Meanwhile, Chief Minister M. Biren Singh also expressed grief over the accident and announced an ex gratia and monetary assistance. Singh further mentioned that the government will bear the medical expense, where cash relief of Rs 5 lakhs for the deceased, Rs 1 lakh for those with severe injury, and Rs 50,000 for those with minor injuries will be provided. In a bid to further push the rural development and welfare in Meghalaya, Chief Minister Congrad Sangma on Wednesday disbursed funds amounting to Rs 11 crores to beneficiaries. The funds were distributed under the Focus Plus program for farmers during an event at West Garo Hills. Notably, Focus Plus is a welfare initiative which aims to provide benefits to all producer households across Meghalaya. Furthermore, the CM also unveiled a plaque while inaugurating the veterinary dispensary at Baithabari in West Garo Hills. Manipur becomes the first state in the northeast region to get 5G services after Chief Minister N. Biren Singh virtually soft-launched the services from Imphal. A total of 40 locations in capital Imphal will be enjoying lightning speed of internet, while sectors like health, transport, logistics, agriculture and disaster management are likely to get boosted. CM Singh, while during the launch event, said that 5G networks will raise the living standards of common people, create employment opportunities and generate revenue for the state. Notably, Airtel is the first telecom company to provide 5G services in Northeast, while the race for increasing high-speed internet services is still on among top telecom players. The Pancha Masale Lingayat community on Thursday commenced its Padyatra in Belagavi, Karnataka under the leadership of Jagad Guru Basava Jaya Mrityunjay Swamiji of the Kundala Sangama Pitha. The Padyatra has begun in view of demanding for reservations to meet the educational and professional needs of its people. Meanwhile, heavy police has been deployed at Higher Bagewadi in Belagavi due to the yatra.
कैटेगरी के लिए कर रहे हैं हम अभी दो बरस से बहुत ज़्यादा स्ट्राइक कर रहे हैं फिर भी हमारे को नहीं दे रहे अगर नहीं दिया तो हम चन्नम्मा के नेम से सुवर्ण सौध अंदर जा सकते हैं अभी कम से कम 15 से 20 लाख लोग इधर जमा हुआ है हमारा जोड़ा पार्टी
Congress's party Bharat Jodo Yatra resumed from Malab village in Nuh district of Haryana on Thursday. People in large numbers were seen joining the march holding banners and party flags. Notably, foot march will reach the national capital on December 24 and it will end at Red Fort with the address of Congress leader Rahul Gandhi. Meanwhile, with the rise in COVID cases, several leaders asked Congress leader Rahul Gandhi to stop the yatra in order to prevent the spreading of the virus in the country. Prime Minister Narendra Modi presides over a high-level meeting on Thursday to review the COVID-19 situation and its related aspects in the nation. In light of increasing COVID-19 cases in China, Japan and United States, earlier on Wednesday, Union Health Minister Mansukh Mandavia also chaired a meeting to review the prevailing COVID-19 situation in the country, where he urged people to follow COVID-appropriate behavior and get vaccinated against COVID-19. After the recently concluded municipal polls in Delhi, the election for mayor is scheduled to take place on January 6 at 11 a.m. Furthermore, elections for 6 members of the standing committee will also be held in the first meeting of the House. Notably, post of mayor of the MCD is reserved for a female member in the first year. Uttar Pradesh government to fulfill the resolution of Aviral Nirmal Ganga before Prayagraj Kumbh 2025. Chief Minister Yogi Adityanath asserted the completion of the resolution on Wednesday and also reviewed the implementation of the Namami Ganga project while giving necessary guidelines. Meanwhile, the second National Ganga Council is likely to be held on December 30, whereas Prime Minister Narendra Modi was also present in the first council. Notably, Aviral Nirmal Ganga initiative was launched to create awareness and to educate people to save and protect all natural resources of the water. During an United Nations Security Council meeting, India, China and Russia on Wednesday abstained on a draft resolution that demanded an immediate end to the violence in Myanmar. India's permanent representative To UN, Ruchira Kamboj appealed for release of political prisoners and restoring democracy in the region, and further added that the resolution will not contribute to achieve those goals. Along with India, China and Russia's representative remarked that the resolution violated the territorial integrity of Myanmar and urged ASEAN to deal with the country and promote talks. Indian Air Force Chief Air Chief Marshal V.R. Chaudhary on Thursday stressed on India to share common beliefs with other nations to counter uncertain neighbor countries. The Air Force Chief made the remarks during the 19th Subroto Mukherjee seminar organized by the Center for Air Power Studies on India's eminence in the emerging world order. The seminar was held at Air Force Auditorium in Delhi, where RAF Chief further said that the nation has to develop its own strategy to survive and strive amidst the competition from other nations. With an aim to boost the defense partnership between India and France, the chairman and CEO of French Naval Group, Pierre-Eric Pomelet, called on India's Chief of Defense Staff, General Anil Chauhan, on Wednesday. The two discussed the ongoing defense collaboration between the two nations and explored further opportunities under India's Atmanirbhar Bharat initiative. Ukraine President Volodymyr Zelensky on Wednesday received a standing ovation from the members of the United States Congress while getting assurance of support from the US. Notably, US trip was Zelensky's first foreign trip since Russia's invasion of Ukraine, which has left thousands of people in Ukraine without proper electricity supply and heat in the chilly winter. Furthermore, Zelensky, while addressing the Congress, said that against all odds and doom and gloom, Ukraine did not fall. Zelensky also told the Congress that his soldiers need more weapons as they are defending their country for more than 300 days of war. On the other hand, United States President Joe Biden assured to continue supporting Ukraine while announcing that the US will send a Patriot missile defense system as part of an assistance package.
Against all odds and doom and gloom scenarios, Ukraine didn't fall. Ukraine is alive and kicking. Americans. Against all odds and doom and gloom scenarios, Ukraine didn't fall. Ukraine is alive and
Russian President Vladimir Putin on Wednesday held a televised meeting with his country's high-ranking officers amid Ukrainian President Volodymyr Zelensky's United States visit. President Putin addressed that Russia will continue developing its military potential and boosting the combat readiness of its nuclear power. Furthermore, the Russian president said that Kremlin aims to implement the entire scope of necessary measures to achieve a qualitative renewal and improvement of the armed forces. Putin also stressed that Russia continues to see Ukraine as a brotherly nation and adds that both the countries are sharing a strategy. In the first day of the second test match between Bangladesh and India on Thursday, the host managed to score 227 runs on the scoreboard as Indian bowlers were very brilliant on the field. For the Tigers, Mominul Haq played a decent innings of 84 runs, while all other batsmen fell flat in front of the Indian bowling attack. Meanwhile, Ravi Chandran, Ashwin and Umesh Yadav showed their magic on the pitch by sharing 4 wickets each. Notably, India is leading the series by 1-0 in the 2-match test series and are hoping to clean sweep the series to boost their chances of reaching the final of the World Test Championships. Meanwhile, stand-in skipper KL Rahul is in the squad after looking doubtful to start due to a hand injury during practice, while Kuldeep Yadav has been dropped for one extra pace option, Jaydev Unadkat. For the Tigers, Mominul Haq has been brought in for Yasir Ali, while Taskin Ahmed is in playing 11 in place of Ibadat Hussain. While addressing the United Nations Security Council session, India's permanent representative Ruchira Kamboj on Wednesday remarked that India has been extending humanitarian, technical and development assistance to Syria through bilateral and multilateral channels. The representative informed that India has offered financial aid to Syria in order to build a power plant and a steel plant, and further added that the country has been providing 1,500 scholarships to Syrian students to study in India. Kamboj mentioned that the military operations in Syria have violated its sovereignty and territorial integrity and urged the international community to collectively work for restoring peace in the region. That is all for now. Keep watching Nagaland TV for more news and updates.